What's up guys, it's Jazz and welcome to the Neurodivergent Dog Trainer. On this episode we are going to be talking about the 4-step command process thing. I don't have a good word for it, but let's get into it. We're going to be talking about this weird thing that I don't have an easy word for, but it is the 4-step process when giving a command. Guess I probably could have called it that. We're going to just go with it. So essentially, here's a quick breakdown. Listed here, they are your command, your marker, your reward, and then your release. So what exactly are those? Let's go over them one by one. So your command, that is the word you're going to give them to get them to do the action you want. The marker word, will also here be called the terminal marker. That is what I use as the yes. It means that, what you just did, that split second you just did that is what I want you to do when I say this word. Your reward, affection, treat, toys. But honestly, the most important part of this, and the part that most people forget to add on, is the release. That is telling them, okay, you're done, you can get up. Personally, I use okay. A lot of people don't like using okay because they say it a lot in day-to-day conversation. Got them here, we're gonna do this with an easy one. Sit. Yes. So sit was the command, yes is the marker. The reward is going to be a piece of kibble each. I only have one piece because I was only planning on doing this with one of them. And then, okay. Now, that is a very quick version of the 4 steps in motion. I don't encourage you to add a word onto something until they're doing the action with a lure consistently. You'll see this a lot in my target video where I talked about it. But essentially, I want them to follow my hand and touch their nose to my hand wherever I put it before I start adding a word to it, because they know that motion. So then I can go, target. Yes, good boy. Good target. Okay. So there we go. That's the 4 steps. So we use the marker word to signify that exact moment where they do it. So, Merle, target. Yes. So the second his nose touched my hand, I said yes. And then he gets a reward. He gets a piece of kibble for doing it. Then I'm gonna pet it. I'm gonna say good target because he's still licking my hand. And I'm gonna say okay. And I usually pair an okay with my hand signal has become just kind of like flaying my hands out, letting them know I don't have anything in my hands. And letting them know they can go and do whatever they want to do because they're released from that command. Marker word is the hardest part because you have to be very consistent and very quick on giving that word. A lot of people use clickers. I do not. My trainer did not use clickers. She kind of instilled in me that you train the dog to you, not to a tool. So that dog's gonna respond to me no matter what I say to do. I don't have to have an external device on me all the time, and with how much I forget things, I can't forget my voice. So it's easier for me to go, target! Yes. Dolly, you too. Yes, that was really cool. Okay. So I don't always have to give them a reward. Sometimes the reward can be that they get to go back to playing. When using the release word, here a lot of people use break or free. I use okay. Like I said, I don't use a lot in conversation, so I'm not too worried about them thinking I'm releasing them when I'm not. I also use the hand signals more than anything else once they know the commands, just because I don't like giving verbal commands. Just because I like being able to use the hand signals, because then I can control the dog without having to interrupt from having a conversation or something. All that being said, the point of the release is they have to stay in that position until you tell them otherwise. It builds the discipline. It builds a lot of, okay, I do have to still listen to you. And even if I really want to go do that thing, I know I'm going to get a better reward if I wait. Because usually you're still like feeding them treats to convince them it's a good idea to stay there. What you're also doing with the release command is teaching an implied stay. So whenever you get to the point where we're going to teach them how to stay, it's going to be significantly easier on you because they're already kind of getting the idea. But the stay, and eventually when they advance on to if you want to teach them to heal, is when that release command becomes critical. So if you already have all these months beforehand piled on of teaching them this word means you get to go be whatever you want. When you got them in that heal, they have to stay in that position until you release them. They have to remain in a stay until you release them. Be that 10 minutes, be that 2 hours. Building in that release command is going to be what gets you there with significantly less hardship and much less frustration on your end. That is a quick rundown of the 4 elements of the command process. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe for more neurodivergent based dog training. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!